This is Low Control from Black Salt Audio, a way for you to easily control the low end of basically any audio source. You can compress it separate from the top end, add low end, decrease the low end, and even add some harmonic excitement, some saturation with the enhance knob here. And both of these sides, the control side and enhance side, they can be used on their own or of course be used together. Very easy to use plugins. Let's go ahead and check out how it works here. I'll bypass this for now. So a nice atmosphere, good amount of low end in there, but I want to make this rumble. So we're going to use low control to make this rumble. I'll go ahead and turn it on. I can double click these sliders to set them to their default. You can also use your mouse scroll wheel to adjust things as well. Turn that enhance off right there. Here's your total output right here, and you can solo just the low end right there. So let's do that. Let's just solo the low end for now. Choose our compression amount here for the threshold. You can see the gain reduction right there. And then set the area where we want to compress. So whenever you set this, it will compress whatever is below that. So what this plugin actually does is it splits the low and the high. So we're only going to be compressing the low end here. So compress it down here because I just want some rumble, and then I'll pull in some low end or decrease the low end. In this case, I want to pull some in, make it rumble. That's nice. Take that solo off. There we go. Have some nice rumble there, but let's turn on enhance to create some of that harmonic excitement, some of that saturation there. Again, set your frequency. So the center frequency that you want to enhance, generate those harmonics. Now you can go crazy with this if you want, but for this, just enhance it a bit. There we go. So I bypass it. There we go. A nice rumble to that, much more of an atmosphere now. You also have some presets right up here that you can call up whenever you need them. Of course, save, create your own as well. So that is the basic operation of low control. So now we're going to hear it on some more sources. Here we have a dubstep bass. All right, sounds pretty good overall, but we're going to do the same thing that we just did to our atmosphere and add in some of that low end rumble. Very low in this case, somewhere around 80 hertz, and we're going to enhance it around 60 hertz. Okay, pull in some of that low gain and also compress that. Adjust your overall output here. Sounds much better now. Turn off enhance. So with this enhance on, it can actually make it more audible, your low end more audible on smaller speakers or even headphones. Much better. Bypass. All right, let's move on to another couple of samples here. I'll bypass it for now. All right, so some dubstep style drums. Go ahead and pop this on again. We're pulling in some low end to really make this hit. Much better. Much more power now. Bypass. Very good. Let's move on. So we have a percussion sample right here. Let's put low control on this here. Maybe bypass it. Now in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull out some low end because up here, we already have a drum track with low control on it, and we're pulling in some low end. So I don't want the low end to be too overpowering. So in this case, I'm going to pull out some low end on this percussion track here. If I bypass it, you can hear that. Turn it on. Solo the low end that we're pulling out. So this area around here, pulling it out, compressing it some, a little bit of enhancement too. Pull that out. So that way everything blends together much better once the drums come in. But it's not just electronic sounds or dubstep sounds, of course. You can use this on any kind of sound source that you want. So let's try it on some strings. Why not? First, I'll bypass low control. So just here, our strings, our orchestra. It sounds fine, but I want some more weight to that, some more low end rumble to that, some more cinematic feel to this. So let's pull on low control. And again, we're going to pull in some low end, not a ton this time, going to enhance it a bit around 71 Hertz. Okay. And of course, we're going to compress that low end to, to control the overall low end. You're going to be blown away by how much better this sounds. So again, I'll do it bypass and then we'll turn it on. All right. Pop it on. So this is the area that we're pulling in around here. Of course, pull some out if you want. Turn the enhance off. And it sounds much more full, of course, being on versus being off. There we go. Much more epic. All right. You can also use this on a full mix. Remember that low control is going to split your low end and your high end. So you can add compression to that low end without affecting, of course, the high end there. Let me bypass this for now. All right. Full track already mixed here. But maybe I want to add some more low end to that. No problem. Split it off somewhere around here. So I'm just affecting below, below 100 Hertz or so. Compress it. Added some low end. So if you hear that without low control on it, come back with low control on it. You can hear the low end that we're dialing in there. So again, much more epic with low control on there. Even use it on guitar. So here we have some metal guitar. And in this case, I'm actually going to pull out some low end because I'm going to assume you're going to have a bass and some drums under there. And you don't want to get too muddy or boomy with your metal guitars. So again, kind of muddy there, kind of boomy there on those palm mutes. So in this case, I'm just going to pull out some of that low end. We're way up here at about 250 Hertz. And a bit of compression, no enhancement this time here. Pulling that out. Controlling that low end sounds much better. It will blend much better with your bass and your drums that way. Again, too boomy there. Pop on low control here. Control that low end. Much tighter sounding, and again, it will blend in much better with your bass and your drums. Move on to bass, actually. So we can enhance bass, we can clean up bass, whatever you want to do. Let me turn low control off for now. Just hear the bass. Okay. Maybe I want to clean that up. Now in this case, what I'm doing is I'm pulling out some below 131 hertz. Go to that solo. So kind of boomy there. I'm going to pull some of that out. But what I'm also going to do is turn on the enhancer here. We're going to enhance somewhere around 85 hertz or so. That's going to make it pop out without it being too boomy in the low end here. So again, compress it, control that low end, pull some of it out here, and then enhance. There we go. Actually sounds bigger overall, even when we're pulling out some low end, because we enhance it here with that saturation and those harmonics. Again, bypass that. Sounds good, sounds fine like this, but sounds bigger like this. So we've already used low control on some dubstep style drums, but of course you can also use it on acoustic drums as well. Let me bypass this for now. Okay. Let's enhance that low end and make that kick pop a little bit more, make those toms pop a little bit more. Compress it a little bit. Compress below about 100, just to say. Don't want to go crazy here. Yeah. So those toms and kick are popping much better without being, of course, without being overpowering. And enhance really helps right here. That harmonic content. Sounds a little bit weak there. There we go. Toms sound much better. All right. What about on something like piano? Why not? Again, you can use this on anything to control your low end. I'll bypass it for now. All right. Sounds good, but it's a little bit boomy again in that low end. Pop this on, and what we're doing is we're going to pull up our compression here to somewhere around 120, 25 hertz or so. Compress it pretty good. Even out that low end. And then we're pulling some out. We're not adding some in, we're actually pulling it out. Let me go to solo here. So that's sort of the muddy area here. We're going to pull that out. Control that low end. But then we sort of lose sort of the sense of body and weight, right? So we'll pull some back in with our enhance and those generated harmonics, all right? Say somewhere around 100 hertz or so, and we'll just start to pull this up. You'll hear it just expand and sound much bigger. Pull it up. There we go. So a nice tight, controlled low end that is there, that has weight and has body, but it's not overpowering or booming. Bypass it. So that is low control from Black Salt Audio. Control that low end, compress that low end separately from the top end, add low end, reduce low end, add harmonic content there. Use these independently or in conjunction. Very easy to use. So if you want to control that low end, check out low control. You can head right over here. Of course, this link will be in the description below. And I'll also have a code in there where you can save 10% on any purchases that you make from Black Salt Audio. You can even check out the free trial if you want to take it for a spin first. All right, so that is low control from Black Salt Audio.